Hello everyone, welcome to my weekly live stream. I'm glad to be back. We're going to jump right in here because I need your help deciding which products from the latest SSS stamp release to use. These are both kind of groups of products that I designed for the release. So I'm going to show you them first and then I'll put up the poll and you can vote in the chat. That's for everyone who's watching live. Fortunately, those who are watching the replay won't be able to vote, but hopefully those who vote tonight will pick what you wanted. All right, so this is Summer Fruit Tiles. It's a really large background, and then you've got the different sized solids to stamp the different little tiles in specific colors. Also, these greetings down here are sized to go inside of these shapes, so you can really use them all together. Here are dies so that you can cut out the different segments that are the right size, as well as some more tight-in dies for the greetings. And then you have a stencil with just the 3 sizes of the tiles so that you can isolate individual tiles and ink blend over them. So all of 3 products work really well together. So this is Summer Fruit Tiles, or we have this one, which is a stamp and stencil set. So here's the stamp set. This is called Beautiful Blooms. Some really pretty flowers. And then you can pair it with this 3 stencil layered set. And when you use them together, you get all the flowers. So you do all the stenciling first and then you stamp the flowers over the top. So you can use everything all together. And there's only 3 stencil layers. So this example that I put together here on the packaging is only 3 colors of ink. And I really love this example. So I actually pulled those same colors in case we choose this product. So we've got these 2 sets here. We've got Summer Fruit Tiles, or we have the Beautiful Blooms. Oh my word, it's still 50-50. 49-50. You know, it's not going to change. All right. We're ending it and it's practically 50-50. So, all right, I guess we'll do both. I'm like, suddenly my evening is getting longer and longer. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the Beautiful Blooms HUDs. On the back of the packaging, if you guys can see this, the light pink layer is the outer area of the words. I think that might be the best option to start with because then I can put the darker pink on top. So, all right. So the 3 colors I've chosen, we've got a dark pink, a light pink, and a yellow, kind of an orangey yellow. We've got taffy, bubblegum, and honey. I'm going to start with bubblegum and just do some simple, oh crap. Did I break my stencil? Go back. That is a very tenuous little piece there, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to spray it with Pixie Spray because then hopefully that'll stay in the right spot. And then step away from the box, try to air out the area a little bit. It's a little different now that I've got the Pixie Spray on it. But I am going to tape it to the back just to be safe. I think I probably can just do this and that'll hold it. Okay, so now that area shouldn't move around. Yes, Andrea, exactly. Andrea says, I'm just going to put her comment up on screen because it's very true. If you need to mess up, better to do it at the beginning when you're not as invested in the process. So true. Because then you can just like pick up and start again. In fact, that first ink blending kind of made me feel like I want to do an even lighter application. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an even lighter application. That went much better this time. All right, lovely. Put 2 more pieces of tape down. And I'm going to switch to the darker pink, which is taffy. Okay. Make sure I've got that not too dark. And I'm just very gently coming in and blending. Oh my word, it's so weird to use the handle on the blending brush. I always hold the head of the blending brush. It is so weird. I don't think I can do that. back to the head of the blending brush. And I'm like changing the direction of my circles of blending because if you only ever go in one direction, you might not get the full area. Such a pretty dark magenta. I love that color. I think taffy might be one of my favorite colors. Yvonne says the end of the brush doesn't give you any control. Very true. I would agree with that. Oh, that's perfect. And I'm going to grab a smaller blending brush too, just because these are smaller areas. And even though the leaves probably would be green, I'm going to do them in yellow because I think it's going to look really, really cool. Skipping over these center areas until after I've done my stamping here at the end. Oh, that's so cute. Peel this up off my sticky mat. And then I think I'm just going to do this taffy color just really lightly on the outer edges. In fact, I might still have some of that ink left on my brush. Oh, yep, I do. Yeah. I'm just working on the centers of these flowers. I'll leave that one as is. Oh yeah, it's totally taking on a little bit of a pink underneath. Do you see that? It's taking on that light pink color. Love. And we're gonna move on to the Summer Fruit Tiles. So for this grouping of products, we've got the stamps, the stencil, and the dies. I'm thinking I won't use the stencil today, but I will use dies. Like maybe I'll isolate a few of my favorite little icons and then put them together on a card. I think that could be really cute. Okay, that looks good. We'll put a magnet down right there. Pick up that really large stamp. It's going to pick up the mat with it, so and I need to make sure if I stamp multiple times, I make sure it's in that bottom corner. And I'm kind of thinking I'll color these with Copic markers and then maybe even stamp them again and put gold embossing on top. Can I use it? Oh, works with alcohol markers. Perfect. All right, so this is the Hero Arts contour ink. Using a stamp press tool just to really get this pressed all the way down. Okay, oh, I can barely see that. Okay, let's do it one more time and hopefully it'll show a little bit more. Okay, that's better. I can see that a little bit more now. We might have to come back with Versamark and stamp in gold. So I'm not going to remove it. I'm not going to remove this from my Misty, but I will remove this so I can do my coloring. these markers away, and then I'm gonna lightly hit my paper here, especially the carrot, because that's the last thing that I've colored, with my heat tool, just to make sure that when I do my heat embossing, it's not gonna go all crazy. I'm just gonna hit that a little bit. Guess I don't need the full background, but I do need those segments that I'm using. All right, down in that corner. Now I'm going to be very, very careful as I apply the gold embossing powder, because I want it to come off where this Post-it tape is so that it will not go all over my sticky mat. Probably should have put Post-it tape up here at the top too, but that's okay. Okay. And then for heating it up, I'm going to remove it. Lovely. That's really pretty with all the gold. Did I see that? I think it looks really pretty. Okay, so we've got that gold edge all along the outside. Oh, hello. And then I'm just going to cut these other two out as well. Use a little bit of Versamark ink. And I'm going to stamp that twice, just to make sure I have a really good impression. All right. Oh, lovely. I was trying to be very, very gentle when I pressed the stamp down, and look how thin and light those lines are. Looks great. I'm just trying to prevent warping as much as possible, you know? I'm gonna hold that cardstock back because it was starting to warp a little. Okay, that's pretty flat. Okay. Get those lined up. Just like that. All right. Either that or I just don't know my own strength. I'm like being super careful now. Okay. Got a little bit of glue blobbing out right there, but not a big deal. Oh, cute. Love that. So here are the two cards for tonight. Very different looks on both, but I love how they turned out. I did both cards in 90 minutes from start to finish, so these worked up really, really fast. I hope you enjoyed. Everything I've used for these cards is listed down below in the video description. Everything's available over at simonssaystamp.com, specifically from the latest release where these products were included. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in another video very soon.